Hi, I'm Bartney, Information Officer on the new Carquinez Bridge. Today, we have just completed wire wrapping on the main cable, and we're also doing the final deck trimming for the steel sections that make up the roadbed of this bridge. We're on top of the Vallejo Tower for the new Carquinez Bridge, looking at the new main cable here that will support this structure. And when driving over other suspension bridges like the Bay Bridge or the Golden Gate, a lot of people think that this is some type of a pipe or a conduit that protects the main cable, when in reality, it's a wire wrap. In the case of the Carquinez Bridge, it's a 3mm diameter wire that we wrap radially around the outside of the cable to protect it from rain. Before we actually do this wrap, we put a zinc-based electrometal paste on top of the cable to also protect it from the rain. But before that, this is what you're dealing with. This is the main cable for the Carquinez Bridge. Just after cable spinning, you can see that it's made up of individual wires. They're about 5mm in diameter, and each one of them has got a tensile strength of 3 tons, so each one could support 3-ton load. And there's a total of 8,584 of these wires in this main cable. Right now we're in the deck of the new Carquinez Bridge, where today we're doing our final cuts on the steel. The steel was actually manufactured about 100 to 200 millimeters longer than it needed to be so that we could lift the sections into place. We had them pulled out slightly so they'd all fit up, and then we could make our final measurements and do precise cutting to make the deck the exact length it needs to be. And right behind me, you see iron workers doing that cutting and grinding, so we've got an exact perfect match for these two decks. Later on today, we should have these units together and finally be connected from one side to the other.
We're on a maintenance traveler under the bridge. This crew is connecting individual deck units using a process called arc welding. This is a finished weld joint. These two separate sections of bridge deck were bolted together, then welded in place and ground smooth and flush. After that work is completed, the welds are inspected using a magnetic particle inspection process that checks for surface cracking. Once they have been painted, you should not be able to tell where the seam is. Though the deck was manufactured in Japan, the Carquinez Bridge has the distinction of being the first steel orthotropic box girder deck suspension bridge in the United States. Originally, the deck units were attached with these steel fasteners. After welding is completed, they are cut off and ground flush. The Carquinez Bridge deck is hung at a 2% angle, allowing water runoff to head towards the west side. Water is caught in these drainage inlets. If you look at the thickness of the drainage inlet, you can see the depth of the asphalt layer we will place later.
So now we're doing all of the finishing touches on our bridge deck to prepare it to lay the asphalt down on it that you'll be driving on. So check back here on our website to get more construction updates on the building of the new Carquinez Bridge. For now, I'm Bartney, Public Information Officer on this bridge, signing off.